And by the way, the AI phenomena is not just a game changer for the technology industry, it's a game changer for businesses generally. Yeah, the book is my first, obviously, hopefully not my last. The book is it's a memoir, and it's born out of a desire to share my experiences, both professional and personal, with a broad audience. It's not just a story of my life. I think that gets those types of memoirs get a tad boring. Instead, the book focuses on a slice of life, a 5-year period when I worked alongside one of the most consequential technology investors of all time, and that's Masayoshi Son, founder of SoftBank, which is at one point had the largest technology fund in the world, the Vision Fund, $100 billion fund. The book is been described by the Wall Street Journal as ravishly funny. It's intended to be entertaining. The Economist had a very interesting take on the book. They described it as a Rorschach test for readers, and I like that because it's a book that is not binary, as many memoirs or nonfiction books tend to be. The reader, what you take away from the book, tells you a lot about yourself. So, The Economist, for example, makes the point that depending on your mindset, you might see it as a book that glorifies the culture of deal making, or alternatively, you could see it as an expose of the vacuousness of the mindless pursuit of money. And there's plenty in the book to support both views. So that's really a summary of the book, and I've been overwhelmed by the reception, and it's just really been fantastic to engage with people all over the world on some of the issues that come up. Yeah, I think the answer to that question is in second half of the question, which is I do think that AI will be a game changer. Indeed, it already is a game changer, and that probably is the future of the tech industry to the degree one can predict the tech industry at all. Uh, if you look at AI, the action right now is at the enterprise level, and by the way, the AI phenomena is not just a game changer for the technology industry; it's a game changer for businesses generally. And how well a business integrates AI into its entire value chain will become a key determinant of profitability and competitive advantage. The simplest way to think about AI at the enterprise level is as a productivity tool. The more robotic functions, call center workers, coding, paralegal, research, analytics of all kind, those are the most easily disruptive. But over time, you will see new businesses evolve. The jury's still out in terms of how AI works at the individual level. So far, it's been for amusement, kind of people coming up with AI generated photographs of themselves. I've played with those sorts of things, but we haven't seen the same types of business models that we did with Web 2.0, Uber, for example. But over time, that will happen, and will be very exciting. So the excitement right now is to come back to your central question in terms of technology investing. Arguably, even overhyped is in and around AI. It's around not just the large language models like OpenAI, but around applications, and it will increasingly become clear what those applications are from an investment perspective. So I tend to think of speeches or lectures as a little bit patronizing. So my approach, which is the case with my book too, is to share my experiences, to share anecdotes, and equally invite an audience to share their experiences. And in the process of sharing our respective stories, hopefully we all learn from each other. So I'm a big fan of 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 engagement, of interactive sessions as opposed to lecturing. And I do hope that in the course of these interactions, People learn something about the investment business, the technology investment business in particular, with Masa-san, kind of the idealism with which he approaches the investment business, which is something I find very attractive. But at some level, the investing business has become fairly crass and commercial. So, kind of diving into that aspect of it, the linkages, philosophical themes like the linkages between money and happiness, stages of life. Those are the types of things I love to explore in sessions with groups.